again to another class of English grammar. Today children, we are starting with the noun chapter and we are basically going to learn about the gender. Now you already know what a noun is. A noun is a name of a person, place, animal or a thing. But when we talk about noun, there are different kinds of gender that come along with the noun chapter. So let us have a look at some of the examples. First, what I have written on the board. Shashikala is a girl. The baby is my cousin. The ink pot is on the table. Rahul is a clever boy. If you have a look, we have a lot of nouns written in these sentences like Shashikala, girl, baby, cousin, ink pot, table, Rahul, boy. These are nouns. But nouns are divided into different genders. So let us learn about the different kind of genders. The first one that we are going to learn is the masculine gender. So what is a masculine gender? A noun that is the name of any male person or animal is known as a masculine gender. Okay? Now what are the words that can come in this? He, boy, king, lion, okay, Rahul, Amit. These are all masculine gender or masculine noun. Now the next kind of gender that we will learn is the feminine gender. Okay, that is mainly spoken about the female. Now a noun that is the name of any female person or animal is known as a feminine gender. So what can I write in this? She, girl, queen, lioness, bitch. So these are the different words. There are many more like that, but these are some examples to show us about the feminine gender. Next we have the neuter gender. So what is a neuter gender? A noun that denotes a non-living thing. That means a non-living thing that has no life. A noun that talks about it or shows or points out to non-living things is known to be a neuter gender. So what are the different examples which come in that? There are many words with that, but some of them are ink pot, table, glass, board, pen, fan. So these are all neuter gender which are non-living. Now the fourth kind of gender that we have is the common gender. So a noun that is the name of a person or animal that may be either male or female. It may be a male gender or it may be a female gender, but it is common. So they are known as the common gender. What are the words that we can have as examples? Child, baby, parents, children, teacher, police. These are some examples of the common gender. Now let us understand as to how do we form different kinds of words from masculine to feminine or feminine to masculine. Now children, let us understand how to form feminine forms from or of nouns. So first of all, there are three rules which we must follow. The first one is adding a syllable. That means whatever word you have, we can add eg, ess, a, trix or ine. So these are all syllables. When added to a noun, it gives us the feminine gender. Now using a different word, father, mother, boy, girl, uncle, aunt, fox, vixen. Over here I have used different kinds of nouns or names or words to make the feminine gender. The next is using a compound word. Now what's a compound word? Two words put together to make a new word. Okay, so what are the words over here? Land, lady, milk, maid. Now let us see the first one. What did we do? We added a syllable. For example, we had lion. It ended with a N. We added ESS and we got lioness. Next we have tiger. We added, or what did we do? We changed the alphabets, okay? And we added ESS. We removed the E and we wrote ESS. Next we have hero. What did we do? We added I and E and made it heroine. Next, what are the second rule? What are we going to do for that? We are going to use different words. What are the examples I have written? Boy, girl, sir, madam, father, mother, okay, brother, sister. So, how we can get feminine gender? By changing the words, bringing new words, adding new words. Next, by changing only the masculine gender in compound words. Two words put together to form one word. So what do? We change the masculine noun in that. Have a look at these. Man, servant. Okay? As you already know, servant is common. Man is in the masculine form. We will change it, and instead of man, we will use maid. But we use the common gender, that is servant, maid, servant. Likewise, we have grandfather. So what's the masculine over here? Father is the masculine. We used grand as it was, but we changed the masculine gender to the feminine gender and added mother. So this becomes grandmother. So this is how we are going to change words into or from the masculine gender to the feminine gender. Now let us have a look as to how we are going to rewrite our sentences from the masculine to feminine or from the feminine to the masculine gender. Let us have a look at these sentences that I have written. A maid servant looked after the old landlady. Now, as I told you, compound words are made out of two words. In this, what do we need to do? We need to change the gender. Okay? Whether it is in the masculine form or whether it is in the feminine form. Now, man, instead of the man servant, over here we have maid servant. So we underline this word maid. Now what do we need to do? We need to change the maid to man. The man servant. Okay? Since servant is a common gender, we do not change that word. We write a man servant. We write the rest of the sentence. Looked after the old. Now, if you have a look at this word over here, once again there is a compound word over here, landlady. So, what's the gender over here? Lady. So, lady will be changed to landlord. Okay? The common noun will be written as it is. So, what are the changes that I made in this? From maid servant, I brought it to man servant. From landlady, I brought it to landlord. Now let us have a look at the second sentence. My grandfather is a famous man. So as I told you, we change the person or the animal. Okay? So what is the person we are talking about? Grandfather. And we are talking about man. So what is the opposite? We already know, na? Instead of some words, we need to write a new word. Now, we will write my grandfather. Instead of grandfather, what's the opposite gender of father? We will write grandmother. The rest of the sentence is famous. Now, we come to the noun man. What is the opposite of man? Woman. So, the changes that we did was from grandfather, we brought it to grandmother. From man, we brought it to woman. Now, my nephew lives with his uncle in Agra. Remember, in gender, we do not change the name of a place. Only animals and people's name. Okay? So, nephew and uncle. what's my answer going to be? My, instead of nephew, we will write niece. My niece lives with aunt. Now, if I write his over here, it's going to be wrong. Since I'm changing the gender from uncle to aunt, I need to change the pronoun also. Okay? So, instead of his, I will be writing her aunt in Agra. So, what are the changes that I made? From nephew, I wrote niece. From his, I wrote her. And from uncle, I wrote aunt. So, I hope children you have understood how we are going to make new words from the masculine to the feminine and how we are going to rewrite our sentences changing the gender. Thank you.